I can still hear you. What's up, everybody? It's Johnny Bronto here. It is Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You are where you should be watching America's #1 rated haunt chat. The only show you need, HauntScene Live. And with me, as always, my lovely, beautiful, not here tonight, Melissa Lukac. Unfortunately, could not make it tonight. But that's okay, because we're going to do the show anyways. So I have a group of fine gentlemen ready to go to talk about very refined things like wine and cheese and trigonometry. And we're going to have some fun tonight. So without further ado, I want to bring on our great friends and very special guest, and I am going to make sure I freaking unmute them first. That is going to be... Hold on, let me just make sure we're good before I screw something up. Hey, there they are.
Hey!
What's up, guys? Hey, so we have all the peoples here from Six Sight Productions. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the side-by-side here. We're here today to talk about Nightmare Village, which is going to be a haunted attraction in South Florida at the Xtreme Action Park in Fort Lauderdale. So we're excited. We got to see like a little kind of teaser version of this a couple years ago, and Melissa and I got completely wrecked. So we're going to talk about a little bit of that, and then we're going to talk mainly about this year's event, which I am super duper excited about. So let's go ahead and switch it over here to this little side-by-side. So what we do in the beginning, and there are 5 of you, so we're going to have to move pretty quick with this, but we do what's called the elevator pitch in the beginning of the show. This is going to let you go down the line, say who you are, what you do, maybe even your character, and then give me one little tidbit about what you're excited about for Nightmare Village at the Xtreme Action Park.
You want to introduce yourself first, Frankie?
Yeah, I'm Frank Gross. I'm one of the team members of Six Sight Productions and Nightmare Village in conjunction with Xtreme Action Park. And behind me is...
Cleaver Gross, also is Hiccup Webb. And look forward to seeing all you guys this season.
Freddie Hernandez. I am Matches the Ringmaster and haunt designer. And this is
Rudy Alvarado here, Hadman Hacks, for those of you that know me. One of the also crew members here with Six Sight. And finally, we have Bob Schonger, the caretaker, the creamy center of the group.
Whoa! I don't know how I feel about that statement. who's the nougat?
Just for the record.
Who's the
I didn't
nuts?
get to say.
All right.
But my character is Lycan, and this is Hiccup.
Yeah, they're already.
All right. And I will be showing off some of the characters a little bit later. So thank you all, fine gentlemen, for joining tonight. You know, we're just gonna have a boys' night out, you know, doing the things. So if you're watching this at home, let me know in the chat where you are watching from. If you're part of a haunt, let me know which haunt that you're a part of. And feel free to ask any questions throughout the session. I'll have all the information that you need, every little dirty detail we need about Nightmare Village we're going to go over. But we are not alone. We do have one more person to announce, a very special guest. You all have not met them yet. This is going to be Mortimer! So we'll get into this a little bit later, but Mortimer here is sporting a very fine long-sleeved Fruit of the Loom orange shirt that mysteriously is covered in blood. I wonder how that happened. And also this fine chicken helmet, also covered in blood. So Mortimer wanted to dress up to be festive for the event here. So Mortimer is going to be joining me in place of Melissa. So thank you, Mortimer, for that.
Blood celebrate really good.
I mean, you know, we've been dressing Mortimer up.
I could have sworn that was Melissa.
I mean, I could have just sat Mortimer right here, you know, put a headset on them. You know, Mortimer, you're awfully quiet tonight, Melissa. Okay, all right. So
he's probably still inside the House of Horror or the HHN shop.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, we went. Yeah, we went earlier today, and it's gorgeous. It must be nice to have an unlimited budget when you want to do Halloween stuff. You know.
Hopefully we get there one day.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So we got some folks here. Looks like we've got some of your crew in here. That is awesome. Remember, at some point tonight, we will be giving away 2 sets of passes, 1 pair of general admission passes, and then at some point we'll be doing VIP passes. So if you want to be like HauntScene, you know, you can get the VIP passes, I guess. All right. So we need to go over a bunch of stuff. So here we go. Right? I have all the things, and Freddie mentioned earlier the ringmaster, and this is who we're gonna see here. Matches, yeah. All right.
Matches.
So a Nightmare Village, Haunted House Experience, 2 houses, South Florida Horror Market, some other surprises with that at the Xtreme Action Park here. Now, this is going to be the calendar. All the information is available on the Xtreme Action Park website. If you want to get in, if you go to the main page, there'll be like a sliding image you can click on to go directly to the haunt info, or you can navigate to it directly from the page. But this is going to open up on October 1st and run through the 31st. Here are the hours and the times. Tickets, I believe, are already on sale.
Yep. Yes, they are.
All right.
Early bird.
So go and buy them. I can attest to this place getting pretty busy, so please do not wait until the last second to get your tickets. Go ahead and just get them ahead of time. We got SNR Travel Stories in here. So we got the Fright Nights in here. Actually, the night that we're going, Fright Nights will be there, so that's actually exciting. I forgot to include this in the little presentation here, but we're actually going to be there on October 2nd, I believe we'll be there. So prepare for me and my crew.
Oh yeah, we're anxiously awaiting you coming through. So we got a lot of surprises for you.
Even more surprises than the last time we went through.
Extra spiders than last time.
Okay, awesome.
Because we heard it's your, it's Snell's favorite thing.
Favorite.
So I had to get some extra pets.
Well, I don't think most of you have met Kira yet. We have a couple new people. So we have Josh and Shelby. So you'll meet some new folks probably when we come through this year. But here's
that'll be great. That'll be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna send them through first. But here is the social media information. You can go in if you look up extremeactionpark.com. They're also Xtreme Action Park on Facebook and Instagram, X Action Park on Twitter. Here's the email, here's the phone number. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to them. I'll have this up a little bit later. And I wanted to show the location because this is super duper easy to get to here in Fort Lauderdale. It is right off of I-95, exit 32. Can't miss it. Huge complex, Xtreme Action Park. We got to see a little bit of it. It's definitely a night out. There are a lot of things to do that you can plan around if in addition to the haunt. We're here to talk about the haunt, but just to get this out of the way, because I do want to push Xtreme Action Park a little bit because they have a ton of stuff. I mean, a ton of stuff. Fastest indoor asphalt racetrack, 2 layouts, gas-powered go-karts up to 40 miles an hour, 3 unique racing fleets, 6 full-size bowling lanes, 150 arcade games, all-American kitchen, pit bar, they have a bar, arena roller rink, DJ booth, active dark ride theater, evolution escape rooms, which I think was where the haunt was located last time. State-of-the-art virtual reality, laser tag, private room for parties, free public Wi-Fi, bathrooms, wheelchair accessible, free parking, centrally located, and they also have military and first responder discounts. That's a lot of stuff. You can get all the information.
And we built that all, and we started in April.
Yeah, all of it.
All of it.
It's you know what? Somebody could do like a haunted go-kart thing. That'd be kind of fun. People chase you with the things. That'd be fun. All right, so there's a lot of stuff to do. You can get all the information on extremeactionpark.com. Check it out. But I wanted to just show a couple teaser images, some of maybe a little bit of the aesthetic that you might see some of these characters here in, this is what we experienced here in 2020. I don't think Melissa and I were prepared for this. I think it was towards the end of the season that year. Obviously, 2020 was kind of a interesting year for haunted attractions. But I wanted to just real quick before I go through these images, what was the response to the event that you did in 2020?
The response was amazing, actually. I mean, I know that a lot of the other haunts were closed down, but the response was amazing. We got a lot of positive reviews. Actually, they did much better than what they initially expected.
Awesome.
Yes, and a lot of arms and legs went through drywall.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That's
It was short, but it was sweet.
yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Melissa and I were kind of limping to the finish line at this point, and I think this was I believe this year, that year, this was the last independent haunt that we did, and it was like the best send off of the whole season. Like it was a really, really good time, because we not only got messed with, but we were also part of the show, right? So let's take a look at some of those. So here's Melissa getting comforted after she about had a nervous breakdown. We have Melissa and I have the video. Unfortunately, I was trying to get it up on the TV, but I'm having some fuse problems today. So we have footage of the entire haunt being emptied out into one room while we were getting messed with. And then we went through the haunt once, and then we got kidnapped into the haunt. And then they started messing with us. And then they started letting other people in while we were getting messed with in the haunt. And I've told the story a couple times, but we walk out, and Xtreme Action Park is like a night out. It's like date night there. It's like thousands of people there. And we walk out, and we're covered in blood. And this is why Freddie gave me this shirt to wear. And people look at us like, what in the hell is this haunt? And that was my favorite moment of the season. That was just so funny to watch everybody just completely shocked when we walked out of that thing. So that's not your normal experience, but they didn't know that, right? Yeah, the spiders.
Yeah.
All right, and then we got messed with there. Just some of the awesome characters here. This was really nice of everybody there. Everybody doing a little bookie picture with the ghosts that we left. We got a special one from Hiccup from I think that was somebody sent me one from Horrorland, and it was on it was in a very compromising position on a mannequin's area.
What was really special about that year too was, Johnny, is that we were able to talk with a lot of our family from Enigma that year.
Yeah.
It was definitely.
Oh man,
And
I was gonna try to get as far as I could without getting sad about Enigma, but we are huge fans and friends with family with Enigma Haunt, which had its last year, and then a lot of folks that you're seeing here were part of Enigma, and then some of them other folks went to Fright Nights as well. So you're still gonna get that kind of that Enigma Sigma Die kind of feeling a little bit this year. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So how did this come about, Freddie? I'm gonna ask you this. How did it come about where, you're like, I want to do a haunt, and I already had a relationship with the Xtreme Action Park. Previous event went really well. Did they reach out to you? Did you call them back? How did that work?
Well, we initially were planning to do it last year, but things kind of didn't work out the way we wanted to. We went back to Enigma. We finished off the year there. It was our last year, and the stars aligned, and we stayed in contact with the people at Xtreme Action Park, and all of a sudden it's like it just came to fruition, and we started our own company, and here we are. We started building in April. We've had to build build it as a giant jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah.
So we would build up. We had a schedule. We had to build 2 rooms every week, and then paint it, detail it, number it, tear it down, and go to the next section. Yeah. And we're actually both houses are already up, and it's looking really good. I mean, we're taking a lot of what we learned from Enigma, and we're putting it in place here. We have it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and it really looks good. And the actors that actually came through casting call were really good. So we're in good shape. It's looking good. It's gonna be a great season.
Awesome. Now, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, we've known each other for a long time now, probably 4 or 5 years now, and we all have this kind of brotherhood understanding of each other's needs. So I think us bringing all of our talents into 1 or 2 houses is going to be a unique experience this year.
Yeah, we were also saying, here amongst us that, kind of like what Freddie's saying, we started off as a jigsaw puzzle, and now we're putting it all together. I'm not going to say wish you could see it just yet, but we're seeing it now being put all together, all those small pieces that we worked on, blood, sweat, tears, everything. And now we're putting it all together. We're seeing as 1 whole haunt or 2 whole haunts now. And it just, really does kind of bring a tear to my eye every time we look at it. So we're really excited to bring that to you and show you what Six Site here has to offer.
Yeah, I'm trying to get as many people as I can from my neck of the woods here in Central Florida to come on down. I've been pushing South Florida for years and years and years now, and a lot of our viewers and a lot of our audience, they're from the Central Florida area, and other places, but you guys got to get down to South Florida. Jesus, man, it's just you're just getting part of the haunt picture if you stick to Central Florida. I know a lot of my peers have been doing the same haunts for like 5 and 6 years in a row. It's like, go out and do something different. Nothing wrong with the haunts that we do. We totally support them, but there's more to see out there. Do all the haunts we normally do and make a weekend trip. We're going down for a whole weekend. We're going down Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to experience all the things we can.
South Florida is going to be a powerhouse.
Yeah.
If we keep going in the way we're going, it's gonna be the spot to come to for haunts.
It's gonna be a haunt destination.
A lot of these people here. There's a lot of talented people.
There are. All right, so gotta keep moving. Let's do this. So we got this one here. Oh, hey, look at that. We're 18 minutes into the show, and it's already time to maybe give away some passes here. So let's do this. We're gonna do 2 general admission passes, and I want to thank Freddie and Xtreme Action Park for hooking this up here. But this is gonna be a keyword. All right. So if you've watched the show before, we work with a lot of haunts that give us tickets to give away. I would imagine these will probably be electronic or will call type tickets. So what's gonna happen here? Because I have to clearly explain this because people get upset. Is I'm going to pop up a keyword in a moment, and that keyword is going to flash on the screen, and then the first person to type that keyword into the YouTube chat, and the first person where it shows up on my screen will be the winner. Now, keep in mind, if you type it on your own screen, it's going to show up first. That doesn't mean it's on my screen first, okay? Everybody good? All right. Are you ready to give away some tickets, gentlemen?
I'm gonna type. Oh yeah, right.
All right.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna win.
Give us we give them a good experience.
And if you buy the tickets, just tell them HauntScene sent you. That's something we're gonna try to do a little bit more as push. Just make sure that some of the haunts know that we're sending people out. But here we go. Oh, Melissa was completely traumatized because there were a lot of spiders on Melissa throughout the entire house. She was pretty wrecked here. So the first person to type in the keyword spiders, as if you didn't see that coming, will win the general admission passes to Nightmare Village. So I'm going to keep an eye on the chat here. First person to type it in there. All right, I've got SNR Travel Stories. Spiders!
Oh, you know what? She doesn't count.
Oh,
she doesn't count.
Jenny B
on my screen. Jenny B, you are the winner. So, Jenny B, please make sure that you are subscribed to YouTube, HauntScene's YouTube. Please, 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 please. And reach out to us after the show. Get on one of our social media, one of the HauntScene social media channels. And we'll get your email address, and I'll make sure I get that over to Freddie so we can hook up those tickets for you. Congratulations. And we're going to be we're going to be giving away some more tickets a little bit later, maybe some VIP skip the line passes. So very excited about that. Thanks, Melissa. Good job. All right. So now we're going to talk about this year because we're done with the past. We're done with the Haunting of Duskfield Springs. We have now moved. We're now moving on up from the Springs into the Nightmare Village, which will be a haunted house experience and horror market, and there will be some other stuff to go along with this, which we're going to go over here in a moment. So, are you ready? Are you ready to show off the trailer?
Yes.
Are you ready for this?
Let's show them.
All right, let's do
100%.
this. All right, here we go. I'll see if this works. Whoa! What did you think of that, Mortimer? Oh, look at Mortimer's falling over a little bit. Mortimer already can't handle it. Okay.
We expect Mortimer to make an appearance as well.
Yep. Mortimer, yeah. Oh man, we were pretty traumatized. We did have a question here. I think somebody answered it in the chat, but this entity, this haunt started in 2020. So and I'm hoping will be a yearly thing now, because they're gonna build their 6 haunt mega park next year, and I'm really excited. It's one of them's gonna be golf carts, so really excited about that. All right, so let's get into the themes. Before I run out of time. We've got those ready to go. Hey, look at that! We've got some characters. Wow, look at these great pictures. Who took these pictures?
Of course, the fine one is on the top.
The finest.
Yeah.
I'm not
Those
great.
those are some damn good pictures.
Good looking pictures. Yeah.
I know, right? It's almost
You're
like
the person that took those photos. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing shot.
yeah. Every once in a while, I can do okay pictures. I'm not the best photographer, but you know what? The subjects were really easy to photograph. Yep. So there we go. Look at that. Look at you. Yeah, look at you. You're all amazing. Lichen, got Hiccup.
Listen.
Elishon. All right.
That's a new one.
Oh, we had somebody that lived in Broward from 1997 to 2016. This was a little bit before. He should have been going to Enigma at that point. Yep. Mr. Hacks, Mrs. Hacks. Yep, there we go.
Mrs.
In the
Hacks,
hazmat
yeah.
hacks. All right, so we got some characters there. Now, is this what you're going to be dressed up as in the haunt this year, or are you going to have some other characters going on?
Yeah, no, there's gonna be some more characters. That's just one of maybe half of our icon
So we
characters.
got we got a list of characters. We got Hiccup, Light King, Matches the Ringmaster, Advent Hacks, the Caretaker. We have Molly, which is gonna have an awesome appearance, and we also have Skippy the Clown.
Yeah.
Skippy, like
He's also been a very good help for us here at the hunt.
Oh,
Yeah, he's actually in the chat commenting a bunch.
He's out there. What's up, Skippy?
all right. Got a question here. Are you guys mushroomed fans? The one on the left reminds me of them.
So I tend to get that a lot with the Hadman hacks, but trust you me that was purely just inspired through actually Inferno Effects. Made the base for it, and after that it was customized along with Hiccup here, got some input.
Yeah, kind of get told that we're like Corey Taylor all the time.
Yeah.
Every event we go to, it's like, oh, it's Corey.
It's Corey Taylor, yeah. Oh, you like Slipknot? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not us, no. So just to put it out there, it's in no way, shape, or form. Love both bands, by the way, but in no way, shape, or form did I have them in mind when
And sometimes some people refer to me as Beta Walking Dead.
There you go, yeah.
Fair enough. You know, it's funny about being a part of the haunt industry is these masks are like iconic, and we know that in individual companies, and when they bleed out into like the general public, we're like, yeah, we know that mask from, you know, Immortal or whatever. So it's just, you know, yeah, it's amazing. All right, moving on here. Hey, here's one of the houses right here. The Seventh Gate. Would you like me to do a dramatic reading of this?
Yes,
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 yes.
yes.
This is what they pay me for.
I mean, it's short and sweet and to the point.
It is. Yeah.
But if you have any
Come-
questions,
some of the haunt descriptions I've read this year are like a book. They're like paragraphs and paragraphs long. I'm like, yeah, okay. All right. Keep it short and sweet.
Yeah, they came out great.
I try to keep it nice and short.
Yeah.
our ADD will not allow us to go, like, it's one paragraph and that's it.
Swirl.
All right, are we ready?
Yes, we're
The
ready.
Seventh Gate. It's been 20 years since Aiden Jones witnessed the death of his beloved family. A wicked crime followed by a wicked murder. Now, having moved back into his family's inherited estate, it is here he has put the pieces of his life back together through the occult. Dark ritual and sacrifice are prominent and have spun out of control. His family has come back, but not for the better. Something has happened. Something has changed. Journey through the Seventh Gate and uncover the truth about the Joneses. Yeah. Thanks. So,
Should be a voice on books on tape.
So, I don't have any promo photos for this one yet, but I have the logo and I've got the description here. So, if you want to do this as a group, walk me through some kinds of crazy things that we're going to see in this house right here.
All right, how much
Wow,
do we
right.
want to talk
So
about?
you guys-
Yeah.
All right, so
I mean,
obviously you're going to get some members of the family in this house, especially Aiden Jones. Where you'll see him, we're not gonna reveal that. But as you go through the house, it's going to be a mansion type of haunted house with lots of blood and a lot of effects, that sort of thing. And there's going to be a storyline there. So as you go through, you're going to be able to basically go through that whole occult experience as you go through the house. And we've got some twists and turns that you won't see coming at you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Really wanna
yeah,
add
it starts
anything else?
starts off relatively normal, and once you get through a certain section, it just becomes sinister.
I love it.
Just snowballs into just a whole bunch of stuff that, you know, nightmares are made of.
And watch out for the sisters.
Ooh.
Lacey and Lucy. That's
Sisters.
all I gotta say.
Will there be any goats in this house?
Did you say ghosts?
Ghosts.
Goats.
Goats. Goats?
Like
Goats.
You know, black goats, pentagrams, all the occult things.
It could be.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
Possibly.
Possibly. There might be some meat substance in there or something.
That's fun.
It's all the more for all of you out there to come and find out.
Yeah.
So if you want to know what's in there, you got to brave and you got to go through it.
Yeah, buy a ticket.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Early bird
buy a
sale, by the
ticket
way.
and find out. Now, how long is the whole experience, or do you want to just go like house by house? Like if you wanted to go through both
We
houses.
really haven't even.
We just put the last walls up just the other day. We have to put up like a lot of furniture and fill in the rooms, and then we have to do a walkthrough to actually get a good estimate on how long it'll take. So we
Okay.
haven't tested that out just yet.
Well, from our experience with the last one, it wasn't a huge thing, but it was
But it's a lot bigger.
Oh no!
But
when 4 or 5 times as big.
4 to 5 times as big. Wow, that's huge. So when you have
Yeah.
like really good characters and really aggressive scares, time tends to slow down in a haunt. So
Yeah.
it might be like a 10, 15-minute walkthrough, but it's gonna feel like an eternity because they're gonna get you. Yeah. We got a couple questions here. It looks like some other local haunt is challenging all of you to a kickball game after the season.
Oh, is that Friday nights?
Oh, it's
we're
Friday
waiting.
nights.
We wanted to play
Definitely.
softball. We wanted to kickball, dodgeball, whatever they want. It's on.
Yeah, we're game.
It's on.
We're game.
Wow.
That's it.
Everything.
That was
Whatever you want.
that was very dismissive, like you've beaten them before and things.
No, but we have faith that we can. I mean, they got people like Dave on the team
Come on.
and Alex and Craig. So we're not worried about it. Those guys,
Yeah, real
yeah.
Yeah, we're real athletes.
Wow. All right, so we do have a question in the chat. Do you offer group discounts for large groups like 20 or more?
Ooh.
You know what? I'll have to circle back.
Okay. Because
Because
I'm going to be sending
be able to answer
busloads
that
of
question,
people
but-
down to you.
I think there will be group discounts.
Okay. All right.
We
Maybe
hope for
Bob's
the
question
best.
saying, "Do you play sports?" May help out. Okay, there we go. All right. Fright Nights is going down, so we got some smack talk in the chat.
Yeah.
By the way,
Wait.
just
Yeah.
before
We don't-
this
we
gets
don't
out
know
of
that
control, these everybody loves each other. The South
We do-
Florida
we do-
haunt
we do
scene
love
is very
Fright Night. Yeah,
supportive. They all love each other.
So,
They just like to mess with each other a lot because they can get
Or
away with
actually,
that.
one of our goals is actually to make them, you know, we want them to like what, you know, they'll like that experience, and we hold them in highest regard, and we want to get to where they are.
100%.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate goal.
All right. So that's the seventh gate right there. And keep those questions coming if you got them in the chat. All right. Appreciate it. Let's go on to the next one here. Ooh. I'm getting a little clown vibe here. Carnival of Carnage.
Yes. They're done. It's not
Yeah.
a question.
Ooh.
We're not answering any questions that are asked by Leor. If he's on the chat.
All right, here we go. Inhabitants of an evil have come together under the big top. Madness has plagued the circus grounds, and the clowns have lost something precious to them. The main star of the show, the geek, it has escaped. Can you make it out of the Carnival of Carnage before it's too late? That is a very short and sweet and very disturbing, especially if you don't like clowns.
Gotta beware of the geek.
We are very excited to introduce the geek to our
The geek.
audience. Absolutely.
All right. So when you went to pick the themes for the houses, was this something that did you pick themes based on what you thought would be scary to the audience in the area? You're like, okay, people just don't like clowns. I'm going to do that. People don't like occult stuff down here. Was there some sort of strategy on the themes of the houses that you picked?
I would say it because half of us are based off our characters. Half of us are mansion type characters. The other half are clowns.
Okay.
And it's easier to like blend off of our characters as our first, to start off
Yeah, and
this year.
I believe that a vast majority of people are terrified of clowns.
Yeah,
So it's kind of a
clown phobia.
no-brainer to kind of doing a clown theme.
Yeah.
And I think we all kind of have a somewhat of an obsession over the dark occults and the gore and the mystery behind a haunt.
Obviously, when Johnny, when we were putting this together, obviously, we started much earlier than a lot of haunts do, but we started from scratch. A lot of these haunts that have been around forever already have their things built, and basically they're just changing them around. Their walls are built, their things are built. They've already learned how to work. They got this like organization. So we had to, aside from picking themes that are going to scare people, we had to think about time, and how long we were going to have to create this and make it good. So those were the other reasons why we chose those two themes.
Okay. I am not worried about, you are all so good. You're all such good actors and designers and everything. It's just, I'm not worried about it. I think you could do a My Little Pony house, and it would just be terrifying, right?
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, I think I've given you an idea for next year. Well, actually, I didn't do it this episode, but I have this running bit where I've been trying to get every haunt that I've talked to do an alien abduction house, and somebody's gonna do it one day. You know, I don't know. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that, but you know,
That
just
was on a thought.
yeah. All right, maybe next year. You know, maybe next. Well, maybe I'm so influential that multiple haunts will do. It'll be like alien abduction year next year. It'll just be every haunt
One does it.
alien abduction.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're gonna have just a surge of alien abduction
Yep.
haunted houses.
And
all
I'm
over
like,
the place.
man, I'm so sick of this alien abduction crap. What idiot thought of this one? Yep. So we'll see. Oh, what do we got here? People are mentioning alcohol, so maybe drunk kickball. If you want a margarita, I'm pretty sure you can get a margarita at Xtreme Action Park, which is open year round, by the way. So that's
Yeah.
fun.
Got a bar.
Possessed. It's got bars. Yep. Possessed ponies.
We will have a lot of bars.
Okay.
We'll have a lot of bars.
A lot of bars.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. And actually there's like a surprise that, Xtreme has been putting together a secret not so secret.
Yeah,
You know what? I'm not
You
gonna say
mean
it.
the mysterious green fedora bar?
They're promoting.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
promoting.
They're promoting it?
Yeah.
I guess it's not so secret.
Yeah,
That's a speakeasy.
All right. I have all the things. The bar's so secret we don't even know when it appears, but when it does, you're in for a real treat. Great cocktails, mysteries, and fun await in this cocktail bar of mystery. Look out for the green hat.
Hey.
I think when I come down, I'm going to wear a green bowler hat just to mess with people.
Green
I let
fedora.
you in.
You know what? We'll have green shirts ready for you instead of the orange.
So you're gonna need it.
But we haven't decided on what
Head.
heads we're gonna use.
Yes.
So we're gonna get creative.
Oh man. I mean, I love them because they're I get a surprising amount of use out of a chicken head covered in blood, you know. And it's
I don't
one of
know. I don't
those.
even want to know what you're using them for.
Don't ask. HauntScene, you know, the HauntScene OnlyFans. You know, we got to pay the bills somehow.
I'm picturing that photo shoot right now.
I
in my
mean,
head.
you know, people are into people are into chicken head pics. You wouldn't think it's a kink, but people are into chicken heads. So
Somebody out there's got a chicken fetish. So
yep, that's
hey.
fine. All right, such a talented crew. This season's gonna be amazing. Melanie Hernandez says they better have the best margaritas in town. Angie says. All right.
Well, listen, the more you have, the better they get, don't they?
Absolutely. That is how I feel about alcohol, and I'm not a big drinker.
Man, I really like this Melanie Hernandez that keeps commenting.
I know, right? Who's that? All right.
Super fan.
Super fan. Okay. So
I'll give you a little hint. Her name is Molly.
and that's a character. That's a character at the haunt. All right.
Yeah, she's in the next room, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
That's
I see.
important.
So you have a heckler as it is. Got it.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what my daughters do best.
Okay. Well, hey, I will take the watch minutes. Thank you for the view. Okay.
You want to block her? You can. You're more than welcome.
No. All right, so we got the pop-up bar mystery thing here, and then something that will be popping up towards the end of the event. I thought this was really cool. Is going to be a horror market, which is going to be towards the end of October on Saturday, October 29th, and Sunday, October 30th. And it's going to be from 6 to midnight on Saturday and 6 to 10 p.m. on Sunday. There's going to be this market has everything from Nightmare Village merch. I want Nightmare Village merch to some of the coolest vendors on the horror circuit. That's neat. You guys want to talk about getting that going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
How did that come about? Like, are you part of setting this up, or
No, that's enough.
okay?
So we're totally devoted to the haunt,
Yeah.
only to the haunt.
Okay.
It's an extreme decision.
Yeah, this is completely on Xtreme. They're gonna have, a couple of vendors out there, just to kind of help fortify the experience.
Yeah.
It's horror themed out there, just to kind of placate to anybody who's curious about horror.
Yeah, that's going to be a really cool Halloween weekend, down. I would imagine you're going to be a little busy that weekend, but
We're hoping and praying, and I mean, if it's anything if 2 years ago was a precursor to what we want,
Yeah, it's gonna be.
we're
huge.
excited.
Yeah,
We're excited.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be huge.
All right.
Yeah, so there's actually gonna, aside from the two haunts, there's also gonna be like this midway area outside the haunts, in front of the haunts,
Oh, okay.
that people can hang out and grab a drink and kind of see the facade of the houses before they go in and kind of get pumped up for it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty cool.
All right. And all the tickets and everything, I think I have got the information for those. There we go. Okay, so $35 for the normal pass and $50 for the fast pass, and then the special haunt pass. Both of these include the both houses. The fast pass is the kind of skip the line, fast pass line, and the special haunt pass, if you want to shell out another $10, you will get a special drink along with that as well.
Yeah.
And special drink. And those all, like I said, everything is available on the extremeactionpark.com website. So if you wanted to look up a little bit more information, you can. But I'm really, really excited about that. I don't think
they actually have an early bird sale going on right now through August. So if you want to save a couple of bucks, want to get those tickets ahead of time, do it now.
Yeah, they're selling for 25 right now.
Oh man, that's a really good deal.
Is there a limit too on how many are sold per month?
No. It's open for the month of August completely for people to score their early bird sale. So
Okay.
And there will be Groupon.
There will be a Groupon. Okay. So keep an eye out for that. HauntScene saves you money. The moment all of that stuff goes live, we will let you know. So we'll let you save a little bit of money, and with how far away, because we had Fright Nights on the show a couple weeks ago, how far is Fright Nights at the South Florida Fairgrounds away from Fort Lauderdale, this location?
45 minutes.
Yeah.
45 minutes. So it is theoretical that you could make it from one haunt to the other if you plan effectively.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As long as you get your fast passes. There you
Get
go.
the fast passes. Yep. Yeah, but I not to take anything away from the other South Florida haunts, because there's Horrorland and there's a couple other ones that are down there. No Way Out. There's a bunch of stuff in South Florida. Paranoia.
Great people, all of them great haunts.
Yeah,
all of them great haunts.
Yeah, we had a really crazy South Florida trip last year. I think we ended up doing like 4 haunts in a night. It was just nuts. But
I wish all the haunts could get together and do one price for all haunts, and they could split up the profit.
God, that would be amazing if there was like a haunt punch card, $100 and get you into like 5 or 6 haunts in the same region. That'd be so worth it, split everything. So good. So good. All right. There's also Flanagan's down there, which we're huge fans of. We don't have that here in Orlando. So they have barbecue egg rolls, which are amazing. All right. That's a lot of reasons to go to South Florida. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't think I want to do the last giveaway yet, but I think I might be.
How long have we been on air already?
We're 8:44, so we got 16 minutes left.
Nice.
Doesn't that go by quick? It goes by so fast.
It does.
It does. It goes like
Yeah.
Especially when I don't have Melissa here. Like Melissa just doesn't shut up, Yeah. All right. She wanted to be here. She just had something come up. So pricing. Okay, we're not going to do this yet. I'm not going to do that one yet. Okay. So here's what I want to talk about. Okay. So let's say that let's blue sky this. Let's say all of a sudden one of you wins the lottery or Brewster's Millions or whatever. And I might be dating myself with that movie, but you win a bunch of money and you can build any haunted attraction, any theme, and have any crazy effect in there. Nothing's off the table. I wanted to go down the line, and I'll call on you. Give me your pitch, your like 30-second pitch for your ultimate haunt that you can play God and do anything with. Are you ready? Do you have this answer prepared? I did send this stuff over ahead of time. I'm just kidding. I did not. What fun would that be? Okay.
I think you're joking, right?
No.
With all the technical issues and everything we had,
Hey, we've made it this far. All right. So, Freddie, I'm calling on you first. Dream haunt.
great.
Go nuts. Give me a pitch.
Well, I mean, before our former haunt closed, one of the ideas was actually to have a horror host
Ooh.
and do a horror host from around the country, and actually, like if you are an audience member or a guest on that show, and actually make it really interactive.
Oh, that'd be fun. I love the immersive stuff. I love the interactive stuff. It's my favorite.
But we're always, as haunters, we're always scared of I guess you could say lawsuits.
Oh, let's just pretend. Let's pretend you had enough money to get really good lawyers.
Right, but it's like we want to touch, we want to grab, we really want to give somebody an experience.
Really good paperwork.
So if I could do that, I would so do that.
I love it. All right, Cleverson, Hiccup. Give me your dream haunt.
Well, I always like the idea that Freddie brought up before about like the 7 sins. And once he had told me that, I'm like, my mind's been adding in ideas of like just a huge warehouse of like, I don't know, like an hour walk of, in like you were saying, interacting of every sin, and just like multiple rooms where you got like slides and like things that just makes, that's not what we're used to, like just straight floors.
Right.
But there's other haunts in the north where you actually climb up to different floors and you actually slide down. Like I always thought that was amazing, and I wanted to add, hopefully one day bring that down here so we have something different for us.
Where have I done that? Okay, so Hell's Gate and Azra had slides that I've been to, so those were very, very interesting. Yeah. All right, moving on here. Let's go to Rudy. Dream haunt, give it to me.
So just to kind of let you know, we're actually planning on visiting Hell's Gate this year for our so for our yearly road trip. The wife and I, that's in our travel stories, right? But anyways, a shameless plug. So
it's all good.
But anyways, my dream haunt. I've talked about it, for a while. I mean, I love everything horror, and when I met with these guys, it was, it was great. But I always thought of, so for those of you who are old enough to remember it, back in the old days, Resident Evil, which was a great game, horror, zombie type deal. So my vision would be to actually build a house escape room almost now that we have the trend. And as you're walking through the house, you've got to solve mysteries, puzzles. You need a key from this room to open the door for that room. And as you're going through it, just you're having interaction with actors, you're getting spooked, you're getting scared and stuff like that. And
awesome. Just
kind of like a horror maze, basically, but a little bit more intense.
Yeah, I mean, because if you had unlimited money, you really wouldn't care about your throughput at that point. It wouldn't be about getting as many ticket sales. It'd be about the experience. So that would be really, really cool.
Yeah, and we'd love something for longevity too. Something you could do not just during Halloween season, but also year round.
Yeah,
we live, breathe this stuff, so
love it.
It's be great.
All right, Bob.
Okay, so my ultimate haunt would be, I always wanted to do a movie studio that like burnt down or was cursed, and you actually walk through the movie screen into the other movies.
Oh, I love it.
The movies that the studio produced.
Oh,
so
I love that idea.
Which would be like vampires would be one, an insane asylum and whatever. Take your pick.
Yeah.
But you'd actually walk through the screen to start each haunt.
I love it. It'd be like a highlight reel, as it were. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Frank. Dream.
All right.
Blue Sky Haunt.
Yeah. Now, see, normally I'm very into like classic monsters and all that, like Dracula, Frankenstein, all that stuff. But actually, one of my dream things to do would be more of like a kind of interactive, kind of like what Rudy was along the lines of Rudy was saying. But this one, it would be like Dead Island, where you'd be dropped off on a boat, from a boat onto an island, and you gotta make your way off the island to the other end. And in that island, there's all kinds of stuff. Full houses, full character cast, zombies, you name it,
Love
all
it.
that sort of thing. And the only thing you're given is like a flashlight. And that's the only light that you have
Okay.
to make it off the island.
Do you get clothes, or is it like naked and afraid?
What's that?
Do you get
No, I'm
clothes,
just asking
or
if
is
they're
it
gonna
like
be
naked and afraid?
Naked and
Make,
afraid.
yeah, make it afraid.
Afraid.
If Rudy's there, it's
Naked
gonna
and
be naked.
traumatized.
Make
Man.
it afraid of war edition.
Can you imagine walking through, how disarming it would be to walk through a haunted attraction naked?
Yeah, you're gonna see
Wow.
things bouncing, you know.
I'm
these
not
guys
gonna
are
do it.
around.
I'm just saying, like that's like horrifying. All right. Very cool. All right. Thank you for those answers. I think those are all great ideas. And other than, I mean, they're not quite an alien abduction house, but it's okay.
man.
It's fine.
Well, they want to ruin it.
I mean,
No.
I was
Well, we're
hoping,
not gonna
I was
spoil
hoping
the
one of
ride.
you would
I've
want
never been a fan.
to suck up to me and be like, yeah, well, besides an alien abduction house, here's what I would do. Right? It's okay. It's all right. All right, so we gotta start wrapping it up here. We're almost at the top of the hour. Let's go ahead and get back in here with this, and let's give away the VIP tickets. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
And this right here, this is my love letter to all of you, because we have a lot of friends in the haunt industry. We have a lot of people that we are very close to. So we're gonna do our VIP passes here. So thank you once again to the haunt. Thank you to Xtreme Action Park here. We're going to give away 2 VIP front of the line passes. This is not the one with the drink. This is the one with just passes. We don't want to give away alcohol. Got to pay for that. But I would consider some haunts to be a little bit more than friends. I would consider a haunt like Nightmare Village to actually be family. Hey!
Family.
So keyword is family.
No, you said it. Look,
First person to type in the word family in the chat that is eligible will win the VIP passes. So first person on my screen, and I'm honest about this. First person on my screen here.
One finger.
All right, we got one person. We have a William Murray. William Murray or Bill Murray. That's cool.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray, who's in our chat, put in the word
Bill
family
Murray.
first. Will be the
Come on
winner
down,
of the
Bill.
2 VIP passes.
We're gonna have a green
That is
light on you.
awesome. So Bill
Remember,
Murray is a
name
big fan of the
is-
show. So we appreciate that. Congratulations to William Murray. Please reach out to HauntScene on one of our social media channels, and we'll hook you up with these VIP passes. So congratulations. Thank you all for watching. All right. So we are at 8:54 here. So, oh, man, I'm so excited about going to South Florida. I don't say HauntScene doesn't position one haunt over another, but I get giddy about going down to South Florida. It's one of my favorite things to do. I can't wait to introduce our new crew members to the haunts down there. It's going to be a good time. We're doing Horrorland and No Way Out. We're doing Fright Nights, and we're doing on a last night to cap off our trip in South Florida. We're going to be doing Nightmare Village with y'all, and I think Fright Nights will be there that night.
Can't
too.
wait. Can't wait to see you guys.
Yeah.
Save the best for last.
Oh, I know it's going to be amazing. Very cool.
Before any, when you come down, you should be our umpire for the challenge of Friday nights and us. Since we gotta give them some time to practice.
Whoa.
Because they're gonna need it.
So they need to warm
But
up.
It'll be great if you're the umpire. You're announcing everything. That'll be awesome.
Okay.
Play
All right.
by play.
So
Play by play.
I just want to say, Johnny, if you don't mind.
yeah,
really
of
quick,
course. As a matter of fact, this next
I
part
wanna
was
say,
shout outs.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out actually to to Billy and Karen from Enigma
Yeah.
for giving us the kind of like a start. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doing this professionally. Without them opening, saying, hey, Freddie, you guys want to go do this over at Xtreme and giving us a green light, I don't think we'd be here right now where we are. I want to say hello to all our family, our extended family over at that were ESD and that are still ESD, and to our family over at Fright Nights.
Awesome. Anybody else got any shout outs here? That's a really good shout out because
I got one. I want to just say I want to thank the wives of the guys here. That would be myself, Rudy, and Bob.
the
I
Haunt
want to thank
Widows.
the wives, our families, for putting up with all of our shit
Yeah.
and letting us do this because it's such a passion, and I think they understand that, and it's something that's really good. And
Yeah, we're never home, right?
Yeah.
Haunt life.
Haunt life.
All night. Get home from work, feed the dogs, and then head straight out to the haunt. That's basically how it's been. And yeah, definitely got to give a shout out to the wives. Also shout out to all our friends and family that have been helping us with Nightmare Village and our 2 haunts. Really putting in whatever time that they could fit in.
yeah, our current group right now that we have some of our members helping us out, coming in on the weekends, stuff like that to help out. So thank you to all of you as well.
Daughters, sons, everything. Thank
Yeah, I think your
you.
daughter just said something in the chat, so it's good cover.
And she's like, oh yeah, I can't see it. That's too far away. I can't see what you wrote, but I wasn't gonna leave her out. I wasn't gonna leave her out because then I would never hear the end of it.
Right.
Yeah. The day we go big and we flag off on our own, we won't forget the little people. We promise.
Awesome. Bob or Cleverson, you got any shout outs?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll shout out, like they're saying, it's the actors that make the haunt, move. Because we, even though we put up the walls, it doesn't come to life without the actors.
Right.
So all the new actors and even old actors and all the ones we acted with before, if it wasn't for you guys or the new people coming in, the haunt wouldn't do anything at all. It's just walls and paint. So it's the actors and the people behind the scene that makes the actual haunt industry move.
Yeah, we're just 5 guys, but without everybody else.
Without the
helping us.
cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
We had a 6th one, but he moved to Orlando.
Yeah.
Jerk.
Yeah, he's banned.
I got one. To Freddie, because when I had experience in the haunt industry with the Boca JCs and I was gone for a long time. I didn't do it for a long time. And the first night I walked into Enigma and met Freddie, he put me on projects and had trust in me to do what I do.
Yeah.
And I will always be indebted to him for that.
Oh, I'm shedding a tear.
You guys. It's so
That's
nice.
true. Definitely true. I agree with him. Same thing with me. When I went into Enigma, just kind of volunteering to help out, Bill's there, which is, kind of where we made this connection. And, Freddie, kind of just said, you got tools? All right, great. Here's what I want. Put it together for me. Call me when you're done. All right, great. Awesome. So,
And Freddie is the spear of our group here.
yeah.
He
I'm the
is-
tip. He's the tip.
Just the
But we're
tip.
the one that drives that tip, man.
So we're like the Smurf family, and he's Papa Smurf.
Help us.
Wow. I love that.
Ooh,
Papa
ah.
Smurf. Aw.
But my beard is nicer than this.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, HauntScene, for giving us the opportunity.
Anything I can do to help anybody, I do. I mean, what we do is not about us, it's about you. So I want to thank you all for taking some time out of your night to be on the show. And I am super duper looking forward to this. I know you're going to knock it out of the park again. So we're really excited. And that is just, like 7 weeks from now. So you're going to get to it.
Way to go, HauntScene!
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, why don't you all hang out on Zoom? Thank you so much again. I gotta do a couple announcements and then I'll get back with you and I'll let you go. So thank you all for taking some time tonight. I appreciate all of you. You're all amazing people, and I will be back with you here in a moment. Okay.
We love you, Johnny!
And by the way, everybody in HauntScene, the whole crew, fair game, go nuts, just whatever you need to do. Awesome. All right, well, let me go ahead and switch over here. Just say goodbye to Mortimer real quick. Mortimer! His slightly... he has slightly been leaning in more and more. I think Mortimer's had some margaritas tonight, but maybe he's trying to run. I don't know. But Mortimer, super duper excited. All right. Okay.
See you very soon, okay? Maybe we need to see IKEA.
We'll see you very soon. All right, couple things. Okay, so I do want to thank our Patreon supporters. Thank you all for supporting us on Patreon. You too can follow HauntScene's journey and support us. Helps pay the monthly bills. We got Zooms and website hosting and podcast hosting and other things. They all add up. But all these fine folks help support HauntScene. We do appreciate everybody. 100% of everything ever donated to us is put right back into the show. Remember, what we do is not about us. It is about what we're trying to spotlight. So we just want to make people look good. Some people look good naturally, like all those fine folks from Nightmare Village, but we just try to help other people. That's what we do. Please make sure you're following us on social media. Our main platforms these days are Instagram and YouTube and TikTok, but please follow us on everything. It's HauntScene on everything. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, OnlyFans, Slasher, Vero, whatever. Just go in, follow that. We will put this out as a podcast, the audio only version that'll be out here usually within 24 hours. So if you're listening to the audio version of this, thank you for that. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. So Melissa will be back. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm not done. Okay, so we are in the home stretch here. We've got 2 more shows as far as the Halloween previews here. Haunt Preview Month. We've got Terror Trail and Sebring, which is also awesome. Can't wait to talk to them. That was kind of a under the radar haunt that we did towards the end of last year. Really blew us away. Can't wait to talk to them. It's also for a good cause. And then on the 30th, we're going to have the folks from A Petrified Forest in Altamont Springs, Florida, North Orlando. They're going to be on there. We should be some awesome shows, and then we're off to the races because Horror Night starts on October 2nd or something, so we're really excited about that. And next week on the show will be Terror Trail, so Tuesday, August 23rd, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, same HauntScene time, same HauntScene channel, and we will see you next week. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you once again to Nightmare Village for joining us tonight. We love you so much, and so glad we were able to show off what you got in store for us this year. And I'm going to go ahead and roll credits. So until next time, spook easy, happy haunting, and we'll see you again next week. So do all the haunts. Get out there and do all the things. All right, bye-bye.
Give me some treats.